My time, here I go. I am not moving in silence. If it ain't moving, moving. We making movies, moving, moving, moving. I get a chance and take it. We bout to build it. They leaving it vacant. I just go harder, harder. I am unbothered. I gotta get it. I am so with it. I will go get it. That is the difference. I am not waiting. I am not faking. Everything out here, that's for the taking. My mind too right. My grind too tight. This here rhyme too nice. This my world, my life. One shot, who me? Take that, ooh wee. One shot, movie. That's all you need. One shot, who me? Take that, ooh wee. One shot, movie. That's all you need.
One shot for everybody living in the moment. One shot is all you get, so you gotta own it. One shot. You only get one shot.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL finds us at Bank of America Stadium in Uptown Charlotte. Tonight we continue with Wildcard Weekend with what should be a great one between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Carolina Panthers. The mantra, and off we go. We're underway in this NFC wildcard game. From his end zone, here's Tremon Smith. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. To the air right away is Allen. Steps away to his left. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down.
You know what I like about that play? He didn't try to do too much on first down. He took what the defense gave him, put together a solid game to bring up second and manageable. Now they have a couple of plays to pick up just a few yards and a new set of downs.
The first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Now that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork, and add in a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up first downs.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. So the shotgun snap to Allen. He's got Smith here. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Again, it's Kamara. Able to push forward for about 4 down to the 37.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. And in this case, I like the free safety coming up and making the big-time play.
If they want a first, they need to get the football to the 32 here on 3rd down. McBride complete. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Trey McBride, 37 yards. And the Bucs will strike first here in this wild card matchup. Santos able to tack on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. His first carry. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Here's Hines. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Watson now to throw. Trying to lay one up deep. And this one is incomplete.
Almost feels like anything you can do, we're going to try and match or do better. We've already seen one touchdown pass from the opposition. They tried to equal it on that throw.
Now we'll play fake, and it's Watson. You saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. Picked off by Josie Jewell. And the Buccaneers are going to take possession of the football.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit. And receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
Kamara up the middle. On a nice burst there as he'll take this inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. First down, Tampa Bay there, a gain of 13.
Good running right there. And this is a man who was a 1,000-yard rusher in the regular season, so you know he's going to get his chances, and he picks up nice yardage on that one.
In motion right is Robinson. Now a whistle, and I think a penalty here for a delay. No, they're going to say timeout. They did get the timeout in time. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Throwing on first down is Allen. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
How about that? Red man coverage and decided to test him early. But they proved up to the task and forced the incompletion.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. Here's Kamara off the draw. And he'll be taken down just shy of the red zone at the 21. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Well, this play sequence was really kind of called in reverse. Incomplete pass on 1st and 10. Nice run on 2nd and 10 when probably everyone was expecting him to throw the football. Now, if you're the defense, what are they going to do on 3rd down? You're a little off balance. It looks like, yes, it is 6 defensive backs on the field for Carolina.
They're going with a dime set. To the air, Allen. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
Well, that was was certainly an aggressive call and an aggressive play. Instead of just going for the first down, took the shot in the end zone, went for the touchdown.
And on third down, they said, forget about the sticks. We want 6. Fourth down coming as the Bucs send on Cairo Santos for the field goal try. On the left hash mark, this a 38-yard attempt. Santos' kick is up and through, and that will extend their lead even further. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal. And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They find themselves down 10-0 early after the interception on their opening drive led to a field goal.
So now they've got to pick up the mantle a little bit. You mentioned the team's down 10. They've helped contribute to that. How are they going to get their team back into this ball game? Run the offense that you think is going to be effective and execute it at a high level. Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. This is Hines. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on third down. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
The Bucs with an extra defender now in the secondary here on third down. Here's Watson. He's going to air one out. He's got a man. Complete. Touchdown, Carolina. Well, he didn't find the end zone a whole lot in his rookie campaign, but he's got himself a touchdown here in the playoffs.
And it shows off his big playability, too, because we saw this quite a bit in college, and it's certainly continued here at the next level. Another explosive play for a guy who's made them all season long.
Extra point try, good by Gano. And that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. Out of the end zone comes Smith. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the move you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Here's Allen. Man open is Robinson. And not much happening there. He's taken down, but a late penalty flag in the backfield. Now, this looks like a roughing call. After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. They'll bring one of the tight ends in motion left. Now whistles here before the snap. Looked like one of the Bucs may have moved. A false start backs him up 5. 1st and 15. To throw, it's Allen. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Kind of a fine line when you're setting up a screen. You don't want to throw it too early to have the defense react too quickly, and you definitely don't want to throw it too late, and that way it's not formed perfectly. Got to make sure you hit it just right.
Still 15 yards to go, second down. Throwing now is Allen. This is taken in by McBride. And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time you wait for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
They'll pound it up the middle with Kamara. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. They run it again with Kamara. Busting through contact. Just wasn't a huge area for him to operate. Stopped just inside the 45-yard line.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. A lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Try to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Miles Jack. And the Panthers are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. Well, the football changing hands here, and as this offense takes the field, Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles and try some new things that might be hidden in their playbook. They want to use that confidence to its advantage while also keeping the defense from anticipating what's up next.
The man in motion left here, Johnson. Off of play action, it's Watson. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. From the gun, here's Watson. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Hines. He's going to pick up the first down and then some. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A big play there on the catch and run. 33 yards.
I thought he did a nice job there of reading the coverage and realizing he didn't have anything downfield. So what quarterback doesn't love having a running back who's a terrific safety valve that he can dump the ball off to and turn it into a big hitter anyway?
And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. A nice stick and stop for a loss here from Jalen Phillips.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hines. And little room to maneuver there. He gets it down to about the 39. Just a yard there, so it brings up a tough 3rd and 12.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run it and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean, or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
And based on my math, they've only converted one time thus far in this game, so you can see the frustration starting to come out a little bit. Third downs, they've been a problem for them all game. They've got to start becoming solutions.
And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. And that will knot us up at 10. So the turnover leads to points as they add 3 there.
Yeah, what a sequence there, and a nice win for them. They forced the interception, put together a little drive, and then come away with 3 points. Nothing to it, partner. Just do it.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look at a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Now whistles here before the snap. Looked like one of the Bucs may have moved. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. Now Allen. Forced out to his left. And that is incomplete.
Well, you know me, whether you need it or not, I'm going to give a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket, only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try and get those yards a safer way.
In motion left, Robinson. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. On 4th down, out is the punter, Cameron Johnston, to boot it away. And it's fielded at the 34. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A nice punt, but a good run back as well of 13 yards. And it will be the Panthers' ball, 1st and 10. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now, the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well. Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. They run with Hines. And he will have the first down, but he winds up taking a pretty good shot that time. It's a pickup of 6.
I don't know about you, but that almost felt like old-time football there. 3rd and 2 is not necessarily just a hunting down anymore. A lot of times they want to throw the ball. They went back to the roots and powered forward and got the first down.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. On 1st and 10, Watson. That ball caught by the former Toledo Rocket, Deontay Johnson. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2.
We didn't need to ask around the league, but we got to confirm this guy's a good player. They've got to find a way to get him more involved, call a few more plays that target him.
Absolutely, because here we are toward the end of the first half, and that's the first target, not just the first catch, first target. On first down, Watson. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. They'll come up after the sack on a 2nd and 12. To throw is Watson. And it's caught. Touchdown. A great play there in the final seconds of the first half. And the Panthers have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. Get over the extra point, and that makes it a 17-10 score. So 6 seconds, all that remains of this first half as the kick is away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And you wonder if with Allen's arm, they might just take their chances by dialing up a long one. He's airing it out for Williams. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in. So we come upon halftime here in this NFC Wildcard matchup as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach! Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. One of these two teams about to play their final half of the season as we're back at it in this NFC wildcard bout. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And they're in the position they expected to be in. They've got the lead, home crowd behind them, and they're looking toward making that next step in these playoffs.
And I think a key for them is to put together some good, long, extended drives. Work the run in a little more with that big offensive line. I'm not saying get away from throwing the football. That's still working. But if they run it more effectively, they may get even bigger plays in the passing game.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. Faking the give. Now Watson. He's going to air one out. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
I like the fact that he took the shot deep downfield. Even if you don't get the catch, maybe you get a defensive penalty and pick up the yardage that way.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. He rifles one that's intercepted. Levi Wallace with a pick. That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this 3rd quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind, and we've gotten to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Couldn't you just see their defensive leaders telling the offensive guys, telling the quarterback, don't worry, we got you to start things off. You take it from there.
They'll try to get the offense going with Kamara. They'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. From the 16, Allen. And that'll be incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on half his pass attempts in this one. And that is not winning for him.
Yes, let's make sure we get a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks. He seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Throwing is Allen on third. And quickly into the hands of Robinson. And the Buccaneers are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover. And they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a first and goal.
Kamara. Oh, he's going absolutely nowhere as he is hit behind the line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
On second and goal, Allen. He'll buy some time right. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
The goal is certainly to try and make a big play and climb back into this game, but you have to be careful. If you overdo it, you could turn it over and look for two.
From the 5, third and goal. They'll try to run it in. It's Kamara. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Alvin Kamara. A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Buccaneers take advantage of the short field and finish it off with a quick touchdown. Santos with the extra point, and that will level the playing field at 17-all. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And we got a brand new ball game, all even after that last touchdown. So every drive now becoming a little more critical here in the second half. And they'll start on the ground with Hines.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. They run again with Hines. And they'll stop him after a gain of a couple to the 33. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. 3rd and 2, Watson. Eluding the pressure right. And he fires one, but incomplete.
That was actually throwing game 101 right there. You challenge double coverage like that, you're liable to get burned. Fortunate that was just incomplete.
Here's Brian Anger now as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. Fair catch called for and collected right at the 10-yard line. A big kick that time, 52 yards. And the Bucs are going to take over 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. In motion left goes Smith. On 2nd and 9. Allen. Throw left side complete. That's Smith. And he'll be out of bounds right around the 20. So 8 yards on the completion there. That will bring up 3rd and 1. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And he's going to get the first down here as he's taken down at the 22.
I like this focus there because he wasn't thinking about breaking that one big. All he thought about was, I need 1. Let's go get that. Ended up picking up 2.
1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. Play action, Allen. This is intercepted. Teron Johnson able to pick it.
And Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
After the interception, here's Watson. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
That incompletion certainly slows things down a little bit and brings up a very important call for 2nd and long. What do? Run and try and get some yardage and make it 3rd manageable? Or challenge the coverage again, hoping for a bigger gain?
3rd quarter, wild card round. Thanks for being along for the playoff ride with us. Here's 2nd and 10. Now Watson. Johnson's got it complete. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and you can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
Now it's Hines. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Here we go on 4th. Watson. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And the Bucs are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on 4th down. Boy, that one was in the air for an agonizingly long time.
Just begging to be picked off, wasn't it? It's one thing if you're throwing a ball like that, trying to throw someone open or lead them into an area. But that ball needed to be thrown with a lot more conviction. As a result, it's an easy interception.
A bit of an opening there on the first down run as they get this forward for about 6 yards.
If you're in the offensive huddle, you're smiling after that play because you've certainly got them guessing now. 2nd and short, could they just hand it off for another big gain? Or do they take advantage of this spot to take a big shot downfield?
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Now they'll toss it out right to Kamara. And he'll go down, and that for the third quarter of action. 1 quarter remains in this NFC Wildcard matchup. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The offense on third down today, they've hit 4 of 7. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. He's airing it out for Williams. And that's caught inside the 35. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line. So there is the big arm of Josh Allen on display. He can throw it as deep as anybody, and that was an absolute laser.
And I can't imagine this defense thought they'd see a play like this on 3rd and short. If you're going to beat a defense deep, you got to catch them when they're not expecting it. And that was the perfect time to do it, and it paid off big.
And that one spanning an even 65 yards in the air, according to Next Gen Stats. The busy night continues for Kamara, and he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32.
They have 3 tight ends in that formation. That's almost a universal sign that they're planning to run the football. But how about the defense there? They met force with force and caused a stack up behind the line of scrimmage and threw him for a loss.
On 2nd and 12, Allen. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Traquan Smith, 32 yards. And the Buccaneers have broken our tie and have taken a 4th quarter lead. Santos able to tack on the extra point, and they will take a 7-point lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. Taken in at the 3. Oh, a good return up past the 30. And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. If they want to advance in this divisional round, look, obviously the time is now. Trailing here in the 4th as they go to work on a crucial drive, 1st and 10. A throw there, but that's going to...
And next time, Brandon, I think you might want to consider running it because those defensive backs, they were plastered to the receivers, and they weren't letting up as that play went on.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Watson. This pass complete to Melton. His 2nd catch, and this one not nearly as electrifying as his first. And it'll bring up 3rd down now.
Simple drag route here, lined up out left and tried to work his way back across the field. You probably saw me twitch there, partner, because I think he wanted the ball a little bit sooner. By the time he looked it in, defender was right on him.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. His 2nd catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a 1st down. Now a handoff up the middle. Hines. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Emmanuel Ogbah there on the stop. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. From the 50, it's Watson. This to Hines on the drop-off. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Finds Hines again for the completion. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
Like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the fourth. They just need to keep working their way downfield. But when they see openings, take their shots.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. The throw over the middle taken in. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. Multiple players getting home for the 1-yard sack. He's certainly one of those quarterbacks that can burn you with his mobility, but that time able to hem him in and get him to the ground.
Perfect descriptor right there about how they kept him in the pocket. Excellent job of containment, but they were still able to continue to bring such strong pressure without letting him escape. But how about those guys in the secondary as well? Kept the coverage tight, plastered to the receivers, and left no real options for him to throw it downfield. I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one, weren't able to do so.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Now it's Watson. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete.
Some coaches like to take the shorter, more reliable yardage, and some, they like to go for the big shot. No fear in risking a deep ball there, but it wasn't enough to get him the completion.
Desperation time. Watson on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. And the Panthers turned away on 4th down. And the Buccaneers defense holds, and they get the football back. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And this a very important drive leading in the 4th quarter of this wild card game. But this one far from over as they start out here 1st down. Trying to run down some clock with Kamara. And he'll take this one up to about the 23. 56 yards rushing for him now to this point. Now the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
Working with a 2nd and 4. Again, it's Kamara. And he'll be upended here after a pickup of 3, getting it out to the 25.
And this is an absolutely big 3rd down that's been set up here, partner. And there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here. Can't have any hopes of winning this game.
As to you said big 3rd down, I put the word big in capital letters here. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. A seismic shift in momentum here in the fourth quarter. That's the break that the defense needed.
And you know as well as I do, people are going to question the play call. In that situation, sometimes you have to question the execution, not necessarily the call. And in this case, those defenders found a way to give their team a chance.
Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
Oh, partner, that play brought back memories. Watching them string it out, letting the runner get all the way to the sideline area, but not letting him get out of bounds. They formed that picket fence and didn't allow him through.
Not only that, got him for a loss as well here. And one of the reasons they lead in the fourth quarter, plays like that.
Yeah, took a little more time off the clock, making him do it that way, didn't they?
And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. Bo Melton, his second touchdown of the night. And the Panthers are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes. Well, the hard part's done. Now they just need to split the post, tie it up, but then their defense is going to have to hold up to send it to overtime.
Yeah, no matter what. I know there's an inclination in it when you have momentum to go for two here, but if you miss it, you don't give your defense a chance at all.
Plus, it's been a good game. I want to see overtime. I'm selfish.
You obviously don't have a flight to catch tomorrow.
Nothing separating these two sides. 24 all our score as he sends this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Well, partner, here it is. They've got the chance to win the game. You'd have to think they need to get it near the opposite 40 to have a chance to kick a game-winning field goal. We'll see what they can do.
And you're right about that, because if they look at it in macro, that's what it looks like. But I think in micro, the head coach has already asked the special teams coach, what is he feeling? What does he think? Where does he want the football? What's the yard line we have to get? And he's already relayed that to his quarterback and his offense. They know what the goal is. Now the key, can they get there?
Allen. Buying time to his left. And he'll just get rid of it. I see you nodding your head up and down. It's a very petty decision at this stage of the game. I'm going to go and just get rid of it.
That's a smart play because you don't have much completion percentage, and you're also not trying to force it into bad traffic as well. Throw the ball away, looking for another down.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Here's Allen. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's fourth down.
Well, the defense certainly did its job. They held up in that situation, and now fourth down, you've got to punt this and try to get to overtime. There's no decision to be made, in my estimation.
And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like right at the 40. They'll get 9 yards on the return there following a punt of 42. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They can still get into field goal range, partner. They got to work quickly, though.
I agree with you totally. Find a way to get the ball downfield and out of bounds. In a perfect world, they know what hash they want to get to for their kicker, and they already know the distance that he feels comfortable. That'll dictate what they do on offense.
See if they can get in his range. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Watson. Oh, he's got him in wide open, complete. And he's in for the touchdown. And in the final seconds, forget overtime. They just likely won this thing in regulation.
And that score in this time frame, that's like a big reveal at the end of a great movie, isn't it? Out of nowhere, almost, it appears, they get it done. How about that score?
Finishes like this is why we love sports. This is why we love the game of football.
So glad that we got to be here to watch this one.
Extra point try, good by Gano, and they will take a 7-point lead. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Throwing is Allen. And that's intercepted yet again, and that could be the backbreaker. Teron Johnson able to pick it. Agreed, that's twice now in this fourth quarter.
As a quarterback, a lot of times you think it's all on you to make plays when you're losing. And here, the play's not there, but he throws it anyway.
Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them. Well, 1 win down, still 3 to go to get to the most hallowed ground in sports, but a good start.
A terrific start because they get to move on. Unfortunately for the team that lost, it's a long offseason ahead for them now.